So it is me again. This is our fourth shot. Wrong way. See, I'm looking at this hand. This fourth shot, trying to figure out this webcam to see if we would really like to add a vlog in the vlog, which is, I know, actually cheating. Sorry, forgive me. But because what I would really like to do is be a writer, not be the TV anchor. But sometimes there's just so much that you have to say, and typing it is so daunting a task sometimes, because you do have so much to say, and when you have to face the blank piece of paper and think about everything you're wanting to say, it's going to take hours to get down, but it never gets done. I sort of edit myself in that way, because some things that I start to say and actually publish on the blog are just edited thoughts. It's edited versions, because actually getting to the core of the whole reason that's going on in my head, in my thought process, it's just too much. It's really too much to do. So, if this works, if this, I will try a few, I guess. Try a test. Let me know if you like it. If you don't like it, then we'll go back to the edited. And I'll just have to persevere and go on and type and type and type and just get ready. Because it's going to be very wordy posts. Because who really wants to censor themselves? And I'm very bad to do that, because I'm all the time talking about how Gray Days is a place to talk, and when it's not, because I censor myself so much sometimes, because I'm bad to think about the people that actually read it, and some people that I don't know that read it, but the people that I do know that read it, sometimes I censor myself, just because you don't want to bear yourself too much in front of those people, the people that you have to see when you go to the grocery store, when you go out. You don't want them to look at you like the latest freak show, that you already feel like you are anyway. You just don't need them looking at you that way just because you actually opened yourself up to it, So maybe that's the coward in me, I guess, because the whole point of this year, and I don't know why it has become my thing this year, is to be more aware, to do less and be more. Sometimes that probably, no, I do know that includes being more open, more honest, more expressing your own feelings. Not even if it's gonna hurt, but even if you do have to look like the white elephant or feel like the white elephant in the room, just because you have done this and you're thinking that's what they're thinking, that's why they're looking at me that way. It's the whole reason I hesitated about that one post that I did about the whole experiment or pyramid of feelings of everything surrounding Mama at the very first of the year. I hesitated because I felt like I needed to say something about the way I was feeling, because it was just taking up so much of me. It's like I had to do something with them, and I did. I felt so much better once I got it out. But after you hit publish, and you see this been published, and it's been out there for a little bit, and they've read it, then you have to see them again. That's the scary thing, because they're gonna look at me funny. They're gonna look at me funny, and I don't really want that. But on the other hand, it actually held me accountable, sort of, because it's like I've said all this, I've put myself out there to show how fragile I am because of this, and they're looking at me, expecting me to fall apart any minute. So now I gotta step up and be strong and show that I'm not gonna do it, which is what happened with me, because it's like I don't want them to look at me that way. So it made me all of a sudden, gather myself up, pick myself up, and dust myself off and go on, because, I have a reason now. Not to say that I didn't have a reason before, because, when you look back, you have so many reasons to go on, but just holding you accountable, to prove that I'm not. I'm stronger than that. Those were words. That was how I was feeling at that time. It does not make or break me. I can do this. I can do this. And now I have to prove that I can do it. I have people looking at me and expecting something of me. So what is that going to be? Do I want to go ahead and fall apart in front of them since they're expecting something, one way or the other? Do I want to go ahead and fall apart, or do I want to get myself back up on this pony that I have fallen off of and go on? Just move ahead and go on. So I don't remember how I got off on that, but yes, it is. Back to burying myself. But we're going to try this because, for one, it's not just about talking about how I'm feeling, but there are things that I'm wanting to ask your opinion on in the house, things that I've been looking at, going back and forth on, can't make up my mind, and it's like I need help. So who else? Who better to ask than you all? Because you're here. If you've read the post for any amount of time, you kind of picked up on how I am. I guess, I hope so, because like I said, I edit a lot of it, and sometimes it's easier to just rant and be judgmental than it is to be honest and share things that are bothering you, because you always want to be pretty. You don't want to show the ugliness sometimes, or the sadness. You always want to seem like such a pleasing person, and again, I have Mama to blame or thank for that, whichever it be, whether it be a blessing or a curse. She was always trying to be pleasing, trying to worry about what people thought, and that's what you do. You try to present to the world a pretty picture instead of sometimes hiding the truth. So maybe that's something else that we're going to work on here in our being aware this year is coming out behind, because too long I have hidden behind a computer screen and behind a keyboard, and even though I have my picture posted out to the side and I have my name in there, and a lot of you that read are family and know me, it's still I'm hiding behind this screen. I have a barrier, and I feel safer that way, hiding behind a barrier. But I kind of feel like I'm supposed to be talking. I feel like I'm supposed to kind of tell what I was feeling, which has been very difficult because some of it did not make any sense, even to me. A lot of the time, it's like, and I would tell my husband some of it, and I know this makes no sense whatsoever, but this is what I'm feeling right now. This is what's going on, and it makes no sense to me. Can you tell me? Can you make sense of it? Can you help explain it to me? But if you know me, I like self-analyzing, but when you're going through things, it's very hard to self-analyze. You have to wait until it's past, and then you back up and say, that's why I did that. It's clear now clearly that is why I did that, or that's why I said that, that's why I felt that, that's why I reacted that way. But hindsight is 20/20 after all. But I like to go back and pick it apart and figure it out, and maybe take something away from it. I don't look back and regret, but I look back sometimes if I can take something away from it and can learn, and which is what every experience in life should be. It should be a learning experience, and taking something away, and it can help you grow and help you evolve and help you from making the same mistakes again. So not looking back in regret, but looking back to learn and figure it out and figure out our next steps and how to go. And so that's what it's all about. And I hope I have not bored you to tears talking about this. Again, this was supposed to be a screenshot, but it has been a rambling, I guess, that I do so well there. Like, again, don't have the edit button here, don't have the delete button. All we have is the publish button. Good, bad, ugly, and different. That's the way it is. But I hope that's what we can do here and start doing it. And please leave me your comments. Let me know. I'm not discouraging you from coming because I've started this. Don't get me wrong. I was saying that about not looking them in the eye. So I want to talk about it. I want to, in my being aware, make you aware, and in listening to you and you making yourself aware, that makes me aware. Let's do that all together this year in 2011. And it's another thing I want to talk about is the excitement I had for the year, the pause or the detour that I had, and had to figure out what all that meant, and would like to talk about that and other things that I'm wanting your opinion on, things in the house, things that I've been in limbo about, afraid of moving forward on because just not sure, kind of know what I want, but I just kind of need that little push on to do some of it. So here we go again, having to be held accountable by doing this. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's the push I need. So, hope you all had a great weekend, and hope the rest of the week finds you well. And we will see you back here next time.